Hello, my loves. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday to everybody. We're gonna get our session started. I'm going to start by lighting my candle, which usually I don't do, and placing it in my chalice to open this session. Welcome, welcome. Sit this over here. I'm gonna sit here. Today is December 23rd, and this reading will be for the week of December 23rd through December 29th. But please remember that time is fluid. I feel like this is crooked. That's better, kind of. Alrighty. So please remember that time is fluid, and that things play out differently. This is also a general reading, so it's going to reach people differently. It also made everything that I say may not resonate with you. But if you would like a more personalized reading, I'm having some awesome sales. My holiday days are going on. So from now until the end of the year, all of my readings are $5 off. But the including like the past life reading, the 2020 year forecast, that's $5 off. But the regular all-inclusive reading, that's going to be $37 on specific days. On Hanukkah, we have still left Christmas, Kwanzaa, and New Year's Eve. So if you are interested, I'm booking on those days. But either day, any day that you book, you're going to save with me. So today we're going to switch it up a little bit because I'm always switching it up, keeping it spicy. We're going to talk about what we need to do to invite love into our lives. And I'm going to do couples, 3 cards for couples, and what they need to do to reinforce their love and maintain their love going into the new year. I'm going to do singles, the advice coming through and what you need to do to prepare yourself for love, because there's a lot of union going on. There's a lot of love energy that is available to us right now, but it's, God helps those who help themselves. So if you're going to just sit on the couch and not go out and not be social and not put yourself on dating sites, or ask your friends if they have any single friends who you think might be compatible with you. If you're not doing anything to improve your love life, it's not going to improve. But if you are taking those steps to improve your love life, the universe is absolutely supporting you right now, energetically. And then I'm gonna do a closing card of just general information, general advice for us moving forward. So let's see what we got. I'm using the Light Seer's Tarot again because I'm still getting to know it. I'm still obsessed with it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's by Chris Ann. I've been seeing a lot more people getting this deck too, and we're all just infatuated with it. So let's see. The cards were pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle just a little more. I keep seeing the King of Swords and the King of Wands. I keep seeing both of them, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. The King of Swords and the King of Wands keep popping up. And I think a couple of you, a good amount of you are going to have some choices, because I also see the number 2 and 222. I see people standing at the fork in the road. So whether you are a man or a woman, because if you are a heterosexual male, this could mean 2 women too. But if you're a heterosexual woman, this is 2 men, 2 choices. One of them I'm feeling is more intellectual, more quiet, lean, laid back kind of a thing. And the other one is more sexual, more passionate, more like, one of them, the King of Swords is more like a planner, and the King of Wands is more like a spontaneous, fly by the seat of his pants kind of a person. And I see like 2 choices. Like a lot of you are going to have to choose between the 2. Not that they can't have both qualities, but those qualities will be stronger in each of those individuals. So let me know. Comment below if you are choosing between 2 options that are majorly in your head right now. So Spirit, please show us what couples need to do to maintain love and reinforce the love, what singles need to do to prepare for love, and then give us a general message. Start with couples. Singles. Yes. Yes, singles. Yes, singles. Yes. And then a general message. Okay. I'm going to take 2 general messages because I should have used this clarifier. So I'm going to put this here. Okay. Let's get it popping. I went to my friend's wedding this past weekend in DC, and I drove by my alma mater, Howard University. If you didn't know, I went to Howard, so shout out to all my Bisons out there who may be watching. And I just felt so nostalgic, and I'm in a good mood. I came back after this mini vacation that I had, and I'm feeling in high spirits. I hope that everybody out there is feeling in high spirits as well. So we're going to start with what couples need to do. And the first card that we pulled, I see all these lines of sun, is the High Priestess, okay? It's funny because it's like almost like a contradicting message, because it's saying that you should take the time to learn how to energetically understand your partner without language. But then it's also saying, like, don't expect your partner to be a mind reader either, and know how you're feeling, right? So let's talk about the first message. You know, energy is universal. Understanding energy is universal. And so it's important for couples to learn each other's love language. Some people speak through affection. Some people speak through gifts. Some people speak through the fact that you notice little things about me, or you're aware about little things about me. Find out, if you're investing in a relationship, think of it as a business deal, you know, as a partnership. If you're investing, you want to know as much about your partner as possible so you can make this union work as best as possible. So know what your partner's pet peeves are too. You know, does she hate when you leave the toilet seat up? Do you hate when she leaves the cabinet doors open? You know, these kind of like little things. I feel like there's a good amount of couples who are about to move in together for the first time, and you're gonna see what it's like to live with someone in your space. And it may be different because this may be your first time living with someone, or even just, you know, giving up that space is making you feel a certain way. So it's important to learn your partner's nuances and what they like and what they don't like. A lot of couples are also telepathic, especially if you have a spiritually based relationship. Some relationships are based in money. Some relationships are based in sexuality. Some relationships are based in pedigree, or what looks good on paper. And some are spiritually based relationships. So it's important to know that you're telepathic. Your partner is picking up on your moods and on your feelings. And if they're toxic, or if there's something that you're not saying, it could be just bouncing back and forth off of each other. So that's why it's important to communicate as well. But then it's saying at the same time, don't assume. Like, you see how her eyes are closed? This is like, don't do that pouty thing when your partner's like, what's wrong with you? And you're like, nothing. And then he like asks 2 days later, why you acting like, I'm fine. You know, like, we're grown as fuck, aren't we? It's time for us to communicate. If you don't like something, say that you don't like something. If something is bothering you, say that it is bothering you. But don't just assume that your partner's going to know. And then if they take the initiative to find out, don't just shut it down like, well, he should try harder. She should try to find out harder. Like, how old are we? That's high school, middle school shit. Be adults, right? So this is speaking about connecting on an energetic level. And again, that number 2, I just said 222 when I got started. There's going to be some choices, you know. If there are choices you're making, such as moving in together, or we're going to move to a new house, or should we get engaged, or should we take a trip or whatever, there may be some choices. Should we go here, you know? So there's choices is a major theme coming up right now. And then we have the 8 of Swords card. And she looks trapped, right? This is the card of entrapment, because she's all tangled up. But if you notice, she's looking in the mirror and she's trapped. But in real life, she's not. So this is a mental prison. Swords are the swords, which is the element of air, is about mentality. So it may be some mental anguish. You may be overthinking things, trying to make things perfect when there's no such thing as perfect. As I mentioned, the couples who are moving in, you may be feeling like trapped, like, especially if you are an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, because we definitely need our alone time. And if you're waking up and your partner's like, hey, you know, how you doing? And all in your face, it's like, I still love you, but I need you to just like give me 10 minutes in the morning before you're all in my face. You know, so say what it is that you need. Conversely, or other group of you may be in a couple and you may be feeling trapped. You may be feeling like, I don't know if this is what I want to do, or this is moving too fast for me. She's already talking about, you know, engagement and shit, and I'm not even anywhere near that, you know, like this kind of a thing. So if you're feeling like it's moving too fast, I've been watching Sex and the City. I have the box set. And Sex and the City is so much more relevant or relatable to me now in my 30s as a single person than it was watching it when I was like in my early 20s in a relationship. Like, the stuff is very, it's just relatable. And there's a part where like she's living with her boyfriend, And he was just like always in her face, you know, like as soon as she walked in, like, where you going and what you doing and all this kind of stuff. And she was feeling like it was moving too fast. He wanted to get married. She was not ready for marriage. She started having panic attacks and breaking out in rashes and all this kind of stuff. So rather than just suffering in silence, speak up. This is swords, is also communication. So if you're feeling trapped or you're feeling like you need to slow stuff down, it's like, I don't want to leave, but I just want to like pump the brakes a little bit, then you need to say that. And then the other card that we have for couples is the Moon card. I see couples getting to know each other better and learning each other's innermost selves. If you look here, I'm sorry about the sun that's coming through my blinds, but it's a black wolf over here and it's a white wolf over here. This is learning the dark side of your partner, or the harder challenges are starting to present itself, because that's what couples are, relationships are. They're a partnership that allow you to grow, right? So it presents obstacles and challenges to see if you guys could do this together. So there may be something like, I never saw this side. There may be some stuff coming up where it's like, I never saw this side of you. I never saw this temper. I never knew you were petty like this. I never knew you could be vindictive or seek revenge, or, you know, whatever it may be. It also speaks to, the moon is about illusion. So that's what I'm saying. Anything, you know, that it's, some couples, the shiny new phase is wearing off when the butterflies, and when the real shit starts, you know, after the courtship phase, when the real work begins, that's where you guys are entering. And you're like, oh, okay, so there's other stuff that I didn't know. So the illusion is being lifted. So you can see, like, underneath Prince Charming, or underneath the queen of your life, they have flaws, they have issues, they have traumas, they have things that they're healing. And you have to see them, and you should appreciate the realness, the authenticity that you're being shown. But it may throw you off guard a little bit. It's also saying both people in a relationship, whether this is a same-sex relationship of 2 men and 2 women, or if it's not, you need to tap into your divine femininity right now. It's a time of really acknowledging and sifting through your emotions with each other. This is something that's done together. This is not hide your emotions, and I'm the kind, I'll go in a room and cry and come out and no one will ever know. So this is not that time. It's not time to like hide your emotions and pretend everything is okay. It's a time to show your emotions so that you guys can bond further on that, okay? But underneath it all, it's a deepening of the relationship. It's getting to the real now. It's cutting away the surface and the superficial, and you're getting to really know each other. And only through this path will you be able to solidify a wonderful relationship. I'm also seeing some of you may be dealing with a Leo, even though this is a general reading. I'm getting Leo. I'm hearing the word Leo. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, and you're learning more about that person, okay? Now let's get to our singles. The first card we pull is the Ten of Cups, and what a beautiful omen. My son was just asking me what omen meant last night, and I was explaining it to him. The Ten of Cups, first of all, I love this because it's a same-sex couple in the card. So I love this deck. It's 2 women sitting on a rainbow. You know, the rainbow supports my LGBTQ plus brothers and sisters who I support very much, you know. And then we have these 10 cups, and then we have children, because, you know, same-sex couples can absolutely have children. It's speaking to the fact that if you're single, you may be moving into a non-traditional relationship or a blended family. You may be finding love with someone who already has children if you've never dated anybody with children. Some singles may be tempted right now by somebody of the same sex, and you've never dated anybody of the same sex, and so you may be a little confused, like, what is this? You know, I've never experienced this before. This is just for some of you. This is not for everybody. But more than anything, the Ten of Cups is like the winning card when it comes to emotional fulfillment, when it comes to family, when it comes to love, when it comes to your home life. 10 is accomplishment. It's like the highest, you know, 1 through 10. 10 is the highest, right? So it's saying, get ready, singles. I'm so excited. I'm getting like chills. Get ready, singles, because this is what's coming in 2020. Because 2020, when you double it, right? Emotional fulfillment, a happy home life, children, engagement, you know, marriage, trips, romance, all of that stuff is coming to you right now. That is what's streaming in, and it's coming from spirit, and it's manifesting into your physical world. Why? Because a lot of you have been working on manifesting something like this for a long ass time now. It could be 10 months to 10 years, anywhere in between then. You've been trying to create this life for yourself, right? And this is beautiful. The weather's beautiful. Like, sunny days are ahead. Happiness and fulfillment is ahead, but you also need to make yourself, I'm hearing that there's a lack of vulnerability within the singles because they've been hurt so many times before, which is very, very much understandable. But you gotta let it go, because in order to receive love and give love, there's a certain amount of risk involved, and that risk is involved in the amount of vulnerability that you put up. So let yourself be vulnerable, because there's good energy coming in here. Right next to that, we have the Four of Wands, which is the commitment card. It is about marriage, right? It is about engagement. It is about finding your life partner, finding your forever partner. 4 is a number of foundation. It's building a steady foundation with someone that is going to last you for years to come. It's also telling you to take your time, because for a lot of you singles, especially ones who have been planning, the ones who are like, I'm done with the single life shit. I've experienced the single thing. It's been great, but I'm ready to love one person forever. This may be your last courtship. This may be the last time you do the dating thing. So enjoy every second of it. Don't speed through it. Okay, we've been dating for 10 months. You know, where is this going? I'm ready to be engaged. Enjoy it, because this may be the last time you do this, right? And that's a beautiful thing. Some single, y'all need to be, not all singles, y'all need to be more social. You need to get out of the house. You need to go to concerts. You need to go to festivals. You need to go to lounges. You need to go to restaurants. Whatever it is that floats your boat, you need to go to those places, because you're going to find other people there who have similar interests and hobbies, right? Dancing is a big part of it, but it's also showing yourself. Like, these girls, they have clothes on, and they're not naked by any means, right? But they're kind of showing some skin. It's telling me that you need to, like, show the true you. You need to show yourself naked, not just without clothes, but like bare your soul. Take your time to learn people, because this is going to be probably the last time that you do get to learn people, because you got passion, you know, you got the emotions with the 10 of Cups, you got the passion with the 4 of Wands, and it's bringing together these beautiful couples who are actually going to do things to change the world. A lot of couples coming together. We got the Hierophant card. This is the number 5. Spiritually based couples I do see here. There's other kinds I already mentioned. But you're coming together because there's a purpose that's bigger than you. The Hierophant is a teacher, okay? One of the things that's going to attract you to your new partner is they're going to teach you things. And I think that is the sexiest thing ever, right? Your partner is going to teach you things about life, going to open your mind about concepts and things that you've never even thought about before, and you're going to be very attracted to that. I also see whoever you are getting with is going to have a great leadership ability, or one of you is going to be a leader and have leader abilities and know-how, and the other one is going to be like a visionary. And then when you put those energies together, it's going to create space for you guys to build and take that stairway to heaven. Heaven is supposed to be created on earth, okay? It is your job to manifest your heaven and bring it down into the earth. And a lot of you are doing that. But beyond that, when you get together, you're going to do stuff like feed the homeless, create programs for children and single moms and single dads. You're gonna do philanthropy and humanity works that involve humanity, and that's a beautiful thing. This relationship itself will also be very teaching to you. You're going to learn more about yourself, more about what unconditional love actually is. So be open to the newness that's coming in, because the universe is very much supporting couples who are going to do better to further the universe, right? So make sure that your relationships are also worthwhile. If you want to do the superficial thing, the casual thing, that's fine. But if you're at this point when you want to do the commitment thing, then you need to have your actions reflect that. You shouldn't be out here just giving your energy to everybody if you want one person. Don't be spreading yourself too thin. Focus on what it is that you want to create in your life, okay? So those are the messages for the couples and for the singles. And then for the general messages, we have, look at this, check this out, the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, and we have the 4 of Wands right here. So when we go 4, 5, 6, we are showing sequentially that things are definitely lining up for everybody. But the 5 and the 6 together. 5 is competition, it's conflict, it's pettiness, it's gossip, it's the person it's knocking other people down to get to the top. It's shady business where like somebody's in a relationship, but you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna try to get with that person anyway. Like it's just kind of like icky kind of energy. It's saying that general, because we're not talking about love, we're just talking about general. If you can rise above this kind of energy, right now is not the time for conflict. I had to curse this lady out yesterday because she was real rude to me at the valet parking place where I left my car near the airport or whatever. And I haven't really gone off on anybody like that in a long time. And I don't feel bad about it because she absolutely deserved everything that I said to her, But if you can avoid that kind of a thing, especially any conflict in the home or in business, right? If you can rise above, that's what's being suggested right now. The victory, because you see her arms for the six of Wands is the victory card. You see she has her arms up. The victory will come to you if you learn in this time how to maintain your peace internally. No matter what external factors are happening, you don't have to give in to that. Whoever's pissing you off, you can allow them to piss you off, or you can go inside, look at it from a different perspective, find another way to, let's say they disappointed you or let you down. Find another way to get what it is that you needed. If they didn't call or they're not there, find another person, who can be there in that role, or be that person for yourself. But right now, anything you let yourself get sucked into, any revenge, any just phony business is going to backfire on you. The only way to win and become victorious is if you stay above this shit. Don't answer the phone call. Don't text back. Don't text that paragraph. It's just delete the whole thing. Don't get sucked into anything that's going to lower your vibration or take you out of your peace. Your peace is priority right now, and you will be victorious if you can maintain that peace, okay? So these are the messages that I have for you guys. I hope that it helps to give you some guidance and some clarity. If you are in complicated relationships rather than just like couples and singles, you can take the messages from both, whatever resonates with you. If you need a more in-depth reading, the information on how to contact me for my readings are going to be in the description box. I'm also going to be opening up Tea with Me sessions again. I had them going for a little while and I stopped them. These are de-stress and decompression sessions that we do via Skype. A lot of my clients just need to talk to me. They want to talk to somebody who is non-judgmental, who's not going to throw something back in their face come later if they make a different decision about something, and we just talk. Some of my clients want to do live tarot readings with me over Skype while we are talking. That's also a possibility. And then some just need advice or either holistic healing suggestions, which I give. Whatever it is, I have my Tea with Me sessions that are going to be opening up very soon. I'll keep you posted about that. But until then, I wish you guys all the best. I hope you're doing what you need to do to get ready for 2020, because we got some major new energy coming in and some good stuff coming in. Claim this as your year. I'm usually not that person who's like, this is going to be my year, but I really feel strongly right now that 2020 is going to be my year. It's going to be that year for this tribe, So be excited, be positive. It's not the time for practicality. It's not the time for pessimism. It's a time for positivity. So keep yourself in that energy and watch how your world change. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.